Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class. Our textbook is Weekend 2, and today, inshallah, we will cover Unit 2, My Things, Rhythms, and Sounds on page 12. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Al-Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Agil. So let's begin. Quick revision in our last lesson. In our last lesson, we did listen to an interesting conversation between two girls, where the first one asked from her friend for some candy. And what did we say about this conversation is that it is important that we know how to ask for permission. We know how to ask for permission. So as you can see here, we said that if you want to ask for permission, it is important that you start with can I? Can I? And we gave examples like can I use your pen? Or can I borrow your book? So we said that it is important if we want to ask someone for ask his or her permission, we start with can I? And after this also with her friend when she said here you go, sure, here you go. We said that it is important also that if we want to give people what they want or what they ask for, that we use this phrase, here you go. So we can say, here you go, this is the book that you wanted. Or, here you go, this is the pen you asked for. So here you go is an important phrase when we give people what did they ask for. And also, after this, when we say or when we listen to this question, how many are there? We said that when we use this question, how many, it is usually we're looking for numbers. We usually looking for numbers when we use this question. So now, can I and here you go and how many, these were the important phrases we have learned last time. So let's listen one more time to this conversation and just can remind ourselves with the questions and phrases that we used to hear from last lesson.
Can I have some candy?
Sure. Here you go.
Great. Thanks. How many are there?
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's a lot.
Very well. And it is also important when we say that not only knowing these questions and how to ask for permission and what to say when we give people what they want for, or how to ask about numbers when we say how many, but also it is important that we can count from 1 to 30. So are you sure you can count from 1 to 30? Let's try, me and you, to count again these candies from 1 up to 30. So let's start from the first candy. So let's try to help her to answer her question. How many candies are there? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So, very well. They do or they have 30 candies. They have 30 candies. Now, the other thing we did learn last time is that we said try to act out these talks in pairs. So, for example, try to go for your classmate or even one of your family members or your friends and ask them this question. How many candies do you have? Or ask them or ask their permission of anything. Like, for example, can I have or can I use your book? Or can I have your pen? So try to ask their permission. And when you do go, either asking for permission or you asking about a number with how many, it is important that you remember the big four. And what are the big fours, you ask? The big fours are, when you ask, it is important that first you smile, to put a smile, and also to use appropriate gestures. Appropriate gestures with your hand. Like, for example, when you say, here you go, or when you ask, how many? So using gestures, it is relaxing to the person in front of you. And also to speak in a loud voice. So it is important that you speak in a voice where everyone can hear you. Speak in a moderate and loud voice. And number 4, to maintain good eye contact. To keep an eye contact with the person in front of you, it's important. So the person can listen carefully to what you ask for. And after this, we did learn how to play the word hunt game, where we said that with the word hunt game, when you get a row of letters, all you have to do to shout row. So for example, we said that try you and your maybe with your classmate or family members or friend of yours to have this table on a piece of paper. And you try to give this piece of paper around with the people who are going to play. And then, if you are in your classroom, ask your teacher to say a word that he can take from this table. And what you're going to do next, then, when you listen to this word, all you have to do is to just draw a line on the letters of this word. And when you do this, when you get a row of letters, whether horizontal or vertical, when you get this row of letters, then all you have to do is to shout row, as it means that you are the first one who did or who find this word. So let's give an example here. So imagine that you are sitting with your classmate or with your family members and someone said the word show. Show. Then what you have to do is that you're going to look for a word. You're going to look for a word that or letters that can make the word show. So if you do found it like this, then you have to make a line like this and shout row. Row. So this is how we do answer this question, by just crossing the line like this and shout row. And also we can do it with other words, like for example fun. Then here we can look around this table. If we look around and if we find the word fun, then we can make a line like this and shout again row. And we can do this with as many words as we can until the table finish. So here we have, for example, the word book, And here we have the word move and turn, and also the word left, and also where, and also the word sun, and also the word right. So as you can see here, we do have more than 9 words that we can do, and we can play with this chart. So try this word hunt. It will be interesting to play. Now, let's get to know our objectives in today's lesson. At the end of this lesson, we hope that you will be able to chant the things on my desk chant, and also to recognize and pronounce some English, and also to differentiate between words start with SM and SN. So, I would like you please to open your books on page 12. I'd like you please to open your books on page 12. Now, on page 12, we'll start or we'll see a chant like this, which we're going to listen to. So the first part of this chant is that we're going to listen and we're going to chant and point when we reading this chant. So let's start. I would like you to listen to this chant, and after this we can read it together and we can follow. Things on my desk. Pens and pencils. Pens and pencils. Paper and glue. Paper and glue. So let's read it one more time, and this time I'm going to point and I would like you to follow. Things on my desk. Pens and pencils. Pens and pencils. Paper and glue. Paper and glue. So here, this chant talking about the things that we may have on our desk. So we can have pens, we can have also pencils. Not only this, but also we can have a pile of papers and also a glue. Let's listen to the second part of this chant. Let's listen. Things on my desk. Scissors and erasers. Scissors and erasers. Candy for you. Candy for you. Let's read it. Things on my desk. Scissors and erasers. Scissors and erasers. Candy for you. Candy for you. So, this is the chant. What are the things that I have on my desk? I have pens and pencils, and also paper and glue, and also scissors and erasers, and also candy is for you. So this is our chant for this lesson, to talk about the different things we may have on our desk. And you can have similar chant. You can make similar chant. Just name the things that you may have on your desk. Say your books, your notebooks, your bag, or your laptop, your phone. You can name different things that you can have on your desk. So now, let us move on to the second part of our lesson. The second part is listen, say, and match, then write the missing letters. So here we do have 4 different words. 2 of them starts with S and N, and the other 2 starts with S and M. And what we're going to have here is that we're going to listen to say each of these words, and after this, we're going to match them with the picture we have. So let's listen to this word and say it after me. The first one is smile. Smile. Say after me. Smile. Snail. Snail. snail, small, 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 snack, snack, snack. So here we have, or we read, words that start with SN and words that start with SM. So we did the first part, we did listen, and we did say. Now we have the matching part. So on your books, you can see that we have one word which is already matched, which is the word small. This is what do you mean by small. As we can see here in this picture, here we have a small butterfly. Now let's try to match the other words with the pictures. So the second picture, what do we think we can call this picture? Can we call it smile or snail or snack? The second one is a smile. When we said that you need with the big four to put a smile. So here we do match the word smile with this picture. Now we have two words left. Snail. Snail is usually a small animal that we can see in farms and even in different places. So snail, here we can choose this word to match it with this animal, a snail. And this will leave us with the last word, which is snack. And here we can match the food. A snack is a food, a type of food that we usually have between meals, between lunch and dinner. So here you go. These are the words, and we did listen, we did match, and we did say them. This will leave us with the last part of our lesson today, which is to write down the missing letters of these sentences. So here we're going to talk about something that ends with L's, which are all and quiet. So from the previous list, can you remember something ends with A, I, and L? It is, of course, we're talking about here snails. And what about snails? Snails are small and quiet. So here you go. This is how we write and how we answered these missing letter in the sentences. So at the end, it is important that you can chant the things on my desk chant. So now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.